Welcome back to this lecture. This is going to be a pretty quick lecture. So as you can see, previously I taught you how to duplicate objects, and then after that I taught you how to model objects and change the shapes. But what I want to show you now is how to duplicate and how to instance the objects. So if you remember, if I want to duplicate this cube, I can select it and press on Shift D and then duplicate it. Again, press on Shift D and then duplicate it and then place them wherever I want. But once you have a lot of objects in your scene and then you use Shift D, you're basically telling Blender to create a brand new object with brand new vertices, brand new edges, and brand new faces. And Blender has to calculate all of those all over again. But sometimes you might want to have similar objects. For example, you have multiple grasses, leaves, maybe multiple pots, flower pots, whatever it is, right? So if you want to keep them similar, I recommend, instead of just Shift-D'ing, I recommend you to use another shortcut, which is called Alt-D. Now, let me show you the difference between Shift-D and Alt-D. So if I press on Shift-D and then move this on the right side, I can duplicate this. But if I press on Alt-D, for example, I can do the same thing. And it pretty much looks the same, right? There is no difference. But the main difference is that, for example, if I select this cube, and if I go inside the Edit mode, and I go inside the Vertex Selection mode, I can select this cube, and then move the vertices, and as you can see, it's a brand new object, so the previous objects don't really change, and Blender calculates this as a brand new object. But if I go ahead and select this cube, which I duplicated with Alt-D from here, I can press on Edit mode again, go to Vertex Selection mode, select the vertex, and then move it up, and as you can see, it's changing it from here. So what this means is that Blender doesn't have to calculate this object all over again. So it's basically the same object. It has the same mesh, same materials, same properties, and all that stuff. So this is a great way if you want to save performance time. If you want to save the render time, you can go ahead and duplicate these objects with Alt-D. And then if you want to change the appearance, you can go ahead and do it pretty easily because it's going to change all of the object's appearance at the same time. So Blender calculates the object pretty much once. Now, if I did Shift-D for all of these objects, they would be like pre-performance heavy, right? And then Blender has to recalculate all of them again. So yeah, that's the end of the lecture. And in the next lecture, I'm going to show you more advanced object manipulation, more advanced ways to move the objects, scale them, and all that stuff. So I'll see you in the next lecture.